Is there such thing as a perfect boat? No. Just like us as humans, we all, well, maybe except for my wife, have our little issues. Stay tuned for the whole truth on bow riders. Hi, I'm Sean from Lens Cove Lessons in Boating. Are you trying to decide what the right type of boat is for you? Or perhaps you're close to choosing on a bow rider and you would like to know what kind of issues owning one has. Bow riders have been the most popular style of boat for at least the last 2 decades, and they have many advantages. By the end of this video, you will understand the downsides and negatives of owning a bow rider, and hopefully you will be able to decide if it's right for your boating wants and needs. Stick around to the end of this video when I'm going to give you a list of 4 good used bow riders that we find hold their value well and work exceptionally well. In today's video, we're going to cover handling issues, accessibility issues, storage and space issues, weight and draft. A bow rider's biggest advantage is also one of its weaknesses. A bow rider's hull is designed to plane. Because of that, it can get up on top of the water, break the surface tension of the water, be more efficient, and provide better performance. It works really well from 0 to 9 miles an hour, and amazing from 18 miles to whatever the top end speed. But that speed between 9 to 18 miles an hour is almost completely useless, as that is the speed that you need to get up on plane. During that period, the bow of the boat rises and you lose the horizon until it comes back down and we get on plane. If you like cruising between 9 and 18 miles an hour, a bow rider may not be the right choice for you. Because of its advantages of being sporty and stylish, it has the disadvantage to being harder to get on and off of. There's no walkway off the boat to either side or side to side, so you end up going up and over seats often, having to duck underneath bimini tops or wakeboard towers, and sometimes you have to step on seats unless there is a walk-through transom. But even if there is a walk-through transom on some models, you'll find that there's always a step down, up, and over to get down into the cockpit of the boat. Particularly if you have accessibility issues or you have family that does, they might find this challenging. Following those same lines about the stylish and sporty nature, the bow of the bow rider narrows at the windshield, and what you'll find is that the hull tapers to give it that deep V for handling rough water. Those two things combined make for smaller storage areas in the bow, side, and floor, and under the seats than you would get in a traditional deck boat or pontoon boat. So in a 18-foot bow rider, it will have less overall storage than an 18-foot deck boat or pontoon boat. Coupled with that, you will also have less seating capacity for passengers in an 18-foot bow rider than you do in a deck boat or a pontoon, because it's narrower and because the flotation on a smaller footprint is going to be slightly less, so its overall weight handling capacity will be less. A bow rider is often made out of fiberglass and sometimes out of aluminum, but the vast majority of them are going to be fiberglass. Because of that, they weigh more than a traditional pontoon of this size. Because they have a smaller footprint, they're going to draw a little bit more because the boat is going to take more water to float, particularly if it's an IO and it has a heavy engine in the back. So compared to a pontoon, which may draw somewhere in the neighborhood of 12 to 18 inches, a bow rider is going to be more like 16 to 32 inches of draft. Between those two, you might find a deck boat, which is a little bigger footprint, but also made out of fiberglass. So the other thing to consider with weight is that an 18-foot bow rider with enough power is going to weigh more for trailering than a comparable 18-foot pontoon boat. Boating is fun, unless you pick a boat that isn't right for you and your family and friends. We hope this sheds some light on some of the common drawbacks of a bow rider so that you can go in without any false expectations. If you or any of your family members do or will have any mobility issues, we would strongly recommend that you avoid a bow rider and look possibly at a deck boat or more preferably even a pontoon. Check out this video here for a comparison of bow riders and deck boats, and also check out the description below for links to other boat buying videos to help you make the right choice. As promised, here are 4 used bow riders that we have seen as great examples of good used boat finds. 1999 to 2004, Bayliner 1850 Caprice. 2011 to 2015, Sea Ray 205 Sports. 2009 to 2014, Chaparral 226 SSIs. And 2011 to 2013, Rinker 246 bow riders. Thanks for joining us on today's Lens Cove Lessons in Boating. Make sure you like this video and hit that subscribe button so you get more content like this in the future. Have fun out on the water, be safe, and we'll see you out there.